Hi, welcome to our channel. We're the Three Sisters Books. I'm Erin.
I'm Lauren.
And we have a third sister who is not currently here. Just pretend that she's here. But we thought this month we would talk about the books we read in October. Do you want to start?
Yes. So the first book we read was actually our book club book.
That we do with her husband.
Oh yes, I also have a husband who's not here.
Pretend he's over here.
Yeah. One day. And that book was Now Entering Adamsville by Francesca Zappia. I don't know. We should have picked a book with an easier name to say.
I've heard so many booktubers talk about it, but I don't know how to say the author.
I just look at the pictures on the front. So this one is about girl. She lives in Adamsville, and she hunts fire starters and demons, and the town hates her, and
Because she started a fire.
Yeah. So it's...
And then it's just kind of her trying to figure out who's restarting some of these fires that's similar to what's happened in the past. Yeah. What did you rate it?
I gave this 2 stars. It was pretty good. I was going to give it 3, and then the ending was... I thought it was a letdown, so I dropped it to 2 stars.
I haven't finished it yet.
It's that good of a book.
Yeah, probably be like 2.5 or 3 stars for me. I don't know. It's fine. I love it.
Yeah, it was all right.
So then we thought we'd just go from lowest to highest rating. So my lowest rated book was The Haunting of Hill House. I gave it 2 stars. I just thought it was dull.
And I read this one as well, and I gave it 3 stars. I enjoyed it a lot more. So this book, they made a Netflix series out of it, and
the Netflix series looks more interesting.
It looks more scary. I probably wouldn't watch it. But so it's about a group of 4 people, and they go for the summer to stay at this house it's considered haunted. And so it's about the things that happen while they're at this house, and
not a lot happens.
There's a brook. They talk about the brook a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. My husband and I also play a lot of games, and if you've ever played Betrayal on Haunted Hill House, oh, I can never get the name right. Betrayal is what we call it.
I'll put a picture of it here.
Yes. That they based the game off of the book, and so that was interesting to see. And then we went and saw the play as well.
I liked the play. I thought it translated better to like a physical thing better than the book. It just, I don't know, it was pretty wordy. I guess it was written in like the 50s or something though.
Yeah, I think so.
Different time.
Oh, it's by Shirley Jackson. So my second book that I read this month that was the lowest rated was Shadow of the Wind. I rated this one 2 stars. The description, it was one of those books where they describe it and it sounds really interesting, and then you read the book and you're like, you did that really just poorly.
I'm nodding like I know. I'm like, yeah. I didn't read it.
You've read books like that where the description sounds good, right? Yeah. So the main character, his father takes him to the cemetery of forgotten books, and he's told to pick one book from the cemetery, and you're supposed to just treasure that book. And so the book that he picks, he really, really likes it. The book is called The Shadow of the Wind. And so the story is about him trying to figure out what happened to that author. And then he's seen a lot of things from the book are kind of happening in his life as well. But it just, to me, it was like a mystery book done not well, where he would get clues and he would go and talk to people about the author, and then it just didn't feel natural. He either needed to like have more conversation or do like flashbacks, I thought. So that's why I gave it 2 stars.
Bummer.
Yeah, well, live and learn.
So then my next lowest rated book was Illusionarium by Heather Dixon. I just didn't like it. I don't like YA books that are written like they're supposed to be middle grade. Yeah. But then like the main character is like YA. So Illusionarium is about this boy, and there's like this disease going through like their town, and it like kills only women, which is interesting. That's never really addressed.
Yeah.
just does. And so then it's about him trying to go and find a cure for it, basically. Really predictable and really boring.
That's
funny. So 2 stars.
So number 4 on my list was Lord of Chaos. I gave this one 4 stars. This is the 6th book in the Wheel of Time series, I'm pretty sure, by Robert Jordan. This has been a rough series for me to get through. But, so I do enjoy it. I give it 4 stars. I thought that this book was really good. There was more action in this one than in some of the previous ones. I just feel like Robert Jordan's writing style is he's so flowery. Every time somebody gets new clothes, they're always wearing good Two Rivers wool without fail. And if it's not, you're gonna hear about how it's not good Two Rivers wool. So obnoxious. But, so this story follows, there's quite a few main characters. This series is notorious for having a really large cast, and they're still introducing characters even in the 6th book, and I think there's 14 total, and then there's the prequel. It's a long series. But yeah, so it follows a bunch of characters. Rand is the main character, and then he's got friends.
Yay!
But it's a pretty classic fantasy series. I'm reading it because my husband wanted me to, and Brandon Sanderson finished the series. So, and I like Brandon Sanderson. I don't know how much I like Robert Jordan, but I like Brandon. So, but yeah, so I gave Lord of Chaos 4 stars.
The next book I read was Crown of Coral and Pearl by Mara Rutherford, and I gave it 3 stars. So that one follows 2 twin sisters who live on like a city in the ocean, which I thought was interesting. Not like under it, but like on top of it. And the king comes and like sends someone to pick the most beautiful woman there for his son to marry, and she becomes the next queen of like the larger kingdom. And so her twin sister is picked initially, and then through some various circumstances she ends up going in her place, but then everything isn't as it seems when she gets to court.
What?
I liked it. I ended up knocking it down a star because I felt like, I don't know, I just didn't like the romance, but it just felt like, I don't know, just like she liked him, she saw him, and she was like, yeah, he's hot.
Oh gosh.
He's gonna be my love interest. I don't like it when you like just flat out know the first time you meet a character, like, oh, well, there's a love interest.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that works sometimes, but
it has to be done well.
Yeah, it just wasn't my thing, but I did like the politics. It was kind of interesting. It didn't end the way I expected. So it was kind of exciting. Like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the sequel, so I'll read the next one. I liked it.
All right, number 5 that I read this month was 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I gave this one 4 stars. The more I think about it, the more I think I might have rated it too high. But
oh, really? You talked about it so much when you were reading it.
I did. So it was so good, and I listened to it as an audiobook, and the narrator did a really good job with it. He was really entertaining, and he really he really just drew you into the story. He was good. But so for those who don't know, this book is our main character. There's going to be a murder, and he has to solve this murder, and he spends the same day in a different host. So he has 7 days to solve this murder, or he gets stuck in this loop and he has to redo it. But he starts with 0 information again. And so it's really interesting. I love like the murder mystery type thing, and this was kind of a fun, different element to it. The reason I feel like I might have rated it too high is, I don't know, the ending felt really rushed. But it was really enjoyable. I enjoyed it, and I would recommend reading that one. It was good.
The next book I read was The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon. I don't really know how you say that last name. Sorry, Jennifer. I gave it 3 stars. So that one's about this girl and her little sister who they wake up in the morning and their mother has gone missing. And there's kind of like just some weird stuff going on like outside, and they live by these woods, and her dad kind of mysteriously died in these woods, and sometimes they feel like there's something out there in the woods. So it just kind of follows them figuring out what happened to their mom, basically. It was good, but I don't know, I just felt like the ending was a little bit of a letdown. Yeah. Just kind of the whole build up, and then this was a little bit predictable, I felt like. It's supposed to be horror, and the horror element just wasn't there for me.
That's a bummer.
But it was good. I read it really fast. It was pretty entertaining. So I gave it 3 stars.
That's a really high rating for her. I give stars very liberally, and she does not.
I'm pretty stingy.
Yeah.
You better wow me for a 4 stars.
I'm like, yeah, it was pretty good. Have 4.
4 for everyone.
I do give a lot of 4 stars.
I don't.
So my next book, still a 4-star. I haven't moved on to my 5-star yet. I do have some of those. But I read Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've seen the anime. My husband is into anime, and so we watched that. And I really liked the anime, and so I was interested to see how the book was. And it was a lot different from the anime. Like, it has a lot of similarities, but even the storyline...
Basically just the characters are the same.
Yeah.
The story isn't...
Yeah. But it was really good.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. And it was another one I listened to as an audiobook, and the reader was okay. But the book itself was really good. So, 4 stars.
So then I read And the Trees Crept In by Dawn Kay. We're just going to say, I'll have, it right here. So you can figure out how to say it. I don't know. Yeah, so I actually give that one 4 stars. I really liked that one. So that book is about this girl and her sister, again. They show up at their aunt's, manor, and their aunt's a little bit wacky, and the older sister, who's the main character, she feels like whenever she looks out the window, the trees are getting closer, because this manor's, on the edge of a forest. And then there's, something out there in the forest. That sounds surprisingly similar to the other one, though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I didn't even put that together till right now, but I like this one better. The suspense element was a lot, was done a lot better. There was some times I was, getting ready for work in the dark, and so I, didn't turn on the lights, and I was like, oh, yikes.
Not a good idea.
So if you want to be a little bit creeped out, that one actually kind of creeped me out, so I liked it.
Now I'm moving on to my 5-star books.
Well.
This one was really good, though. I read The Sword of Destiny. I can't say this author's name. I'm not going to embarrass myself or offend him by trying. So this is one of the prequel in the Witcher series. This is the second set of short stories. The Last Wish is the first set that they have. But I really enjoyed this one. And I listened to this one as an audiobook too. I did a lot of audiobooks this month. But the narrator, he was so good. And I felt like he put a lot of life into Geralt. So the Witcher series is about Geralt. He's a Witcher. And these Witchers, they've changed themselves. They hunt monsters. And I don't want to give too much away. And it's a short story, so it's not like there was a main theme that ran through this book. But it just kind of sets up for the series and for that new Netflix series that is coming out soon. So,
is the Netflix series coming out?
You didn't? We're gonna watch the trailer. It looks really good. So,
I need to read them.
Yeah, you do.
Didn't I buy you the first one?
You did. It was a birthday present.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. I'll bring that to you next time.
Thanks.
So yeah, 5 stars. Loved it. Highly recommend.
The next book I read was The Tea Dragon Festival by Katie O'Neill. 5 stars. It's adorable. It's a graphic novel for children, but it's just so cute.
It is.
And this one they had ASL characters.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and so they'll include characters with wheelchairs. There's just a lot of diversity in them, and they're just so precious. So 5 stars for me.
Okay, so the last book that I read this month, and I also gave 5 stars, is 5th Season. It was so good. It's hard to talk about this book and not give away spoilers.
Basically, the world is ending.
Yes.
And so it just kind of, there's a couple mysteries of because the world keeps kind of ending. There's always all these huge disasters, but then this one it's the final disaster. There's not going to be any more.
Yeah.
Disasters.
That's what a season is. So they have a bunch of different seasons based on how the world ended. And so humanity's had to evolve to stay alive. But yeah, so it follows, there's 3 perspectives that you're following, and one of them, I know it's a big turnoff for a lot of people. One of the perspectives is in second person.
It didn't really bother me.
Yeah.
I didn't read that this month. I haven't finished it.
You should.
It's a running theme.
It's so good. But so second person is you do this and you see and smell these things, and I don't know. I liked it. It was interesting, and it plays a big part in the ending of the book. So.
And then the last book I read was The Son of the Shadows by Juliet. I don't know how to say her last name either. Marieller? I don't know.
It's a nice last
She's
name.
my favorite author, so I feel like I should know how to say her last name. Son of the Shadows is the second book in the Seven Waters trilogy. It was originally a trilogy. I think she's since added on some more, but the trilogy can kind of stand by itself. You don't have to read the rest of them.
That's nice.
They're historical fantasy, so they're over in Ireland, and they're just really fun. I really like her writing style, so it was 5 stars for me. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully in our next wrap-up, we'll have the actual 3 sisters. We don't know. She's up at college, and she's busy, so she's too cool for us. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!